EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos under the lights on Thursday night.
We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High here in Denver. And a very Merry Christmas to you and yours on this special day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas to you, buddy. And I know both of us kind of feel the same way. If you're not going to be home with your family, celebrating with the ones you love, this is a pretty good second place. I think when you find out you're going to be not only calling or playing the only game in town, national holiday, everyone's home with their families watching you, in our case, listening to us, it's a pretty special honor, and I'm happy to be here alongside you, partner.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And through the snowflakes, off we go here on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
For so many years, Mike, the conversation was, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL? And I think now, after winning back-to-back Super Bowls 3 and 4 years, it's not so much, is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL now? It's, is he entering the conversation as being one of the best quarterbacks of all time? I certainly am one of those people that believe that's the case. He has a chance through the rest of his career, now not even being 30 years old, to accomplish a lot of things that are unheard of at the NFL level. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. On 4th down, it's Matt Ariza to punt for KC. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. Ball security, a must in these conditions. Fair catch called for and taken without issue. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
Here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it's going to be 3rd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix He connects with Mims. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Second down and 8. They'll go again with Williams. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Drew Tranquill up to make the tackle. Here's a third down and 4. Throwing is Nix. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. That's taken in, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. 2nd and 7. It's another run here for Williams. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Chiefs. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get going with their second possession. They are obviously still smarting from that pick 6 a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. Nix now on 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Now it's Williams. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Trent McDuffie up from his corner spot there on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run over center with Williams. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3, with Justin Reed up from his safety spot to make the stop. Third and 6. To throw is Nix. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Nix. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. He's going to have a Broncos first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown. The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly, and here comes 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
1st and 10. Williams gets it on the draw. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there, stopping for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Williams. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw is Nix. Throwing right, it's taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's 7-3. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. They'll throw. It's Nix. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Ball at the 3, second down, and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's 7-3.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over for their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They put Kelsey in motion. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. A really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. A short run caught by Kelsey. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd and 1, here's Mahomes. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A big pickup there for the Chiefs. 31 yards. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They put Kelsey in motion. On 2nd down, Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and get...
He is in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is In the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Makes the score, Chiefs 14, Broncos 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Traymon Smith on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Javonte Williams heading out with the Broncos for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Derek Nottie there to bring him down. They face 2nd down and 7. A give, and here comes Williams. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. Now this looks like a design run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal. It's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. They'll run. It's Williams to the 5-yard line. Two minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Here's Nix to throw. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him,
he slams it in there, and he is in. Javonte Williams, touchdown Broncos. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down, taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Hardman now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. A short throw taken in by Kelsey. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Open man is Hopkins. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. Here's a screen set up for P-Rock. And a good job rallying to the football. Hold him just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Broncos offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Quick throw, taken in. Well, they'll get the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave. Third down. Throwing is Nix. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Nick's gonna throw for it. This one incomplete. The defense. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Chiefs offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Inside the 10, it is caught, and he will score. Travis Kelce, touchdown, Kansas City.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here's Smith to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over just before the half. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. On 2nd down, it's Nix. And that's complete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They will indeed go as they look to throw. Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The big story thus far has really been the snow. It's made footing treacherous. And if the forecast holds, it's only going to get worse. But I can tell you as a fan, these are the games you love to watch.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the 3rd. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Broncos offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop. They'll run it with Williams. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up third down.
39-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Denver first down. And the big night continues. That last run gives him yardage to put him over 100 for the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll go with Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down. It was 3rd and 3, and they picked up 6. On the ground, this is Williams. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal. It's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Here's a run. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. One more time for Williams. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run it with Williams. Good blocking, and he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Denver. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
It's another run here for Williams. And back at the 4.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. That's over the middle and caught by Kelsey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes now to throw on second down. Now he'll run it. And Mahomes going to protect himself here. He's going to slide and get down, and he's got that first down.
I love this call, Mike. Second down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Second and a yard. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. Now it's going to be third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. He's going nowhere. That call, not the right one. It's going to bring up fourth down. On comes the Chiefs punter. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. To throw is Nix. And that one incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Second down. Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a bad situation. With the ball, winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's first and 10. Back to throw is Nix. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
3rd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That one caught Devon Vele. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he is going to have the Broncos 1st down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time.
And he will get into the end zone. Portland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. So here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and long. They put Kelsey in motion. On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. They put Kelsey in motion. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 4th quarter coming up here on Christmas night. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. A 19-yard pickup there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
19-yard. And a first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw again. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A short throw taken in by Kelsey. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his big tight end, Travis Kelsey. Touchdown, KC. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for 2.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll run with Pacheco. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They mark him short. The try for 2, unsuccessful. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He connects with Mims. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
Throwing, Nix. This one complete to Sutton. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. They'll throw. It's Nix. That one incomplete.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money. The drag route, we used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Nix gonna throw for it. That's taken in. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
They'll go again with Williams. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Here's a handoff to Williams. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. First down throw, Mahomes. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Mahomes looking to throw on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the fourth quarter. Massive third down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Third and long for Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. A first down throw for Nix. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Now Nix going to look to throw. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
This one to the tight end, Troutman. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Broncos.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, it's Nix. The catch made there by Sutton. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
There's that man again. Another catch.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Here it is on fourth down. He's going to have a Broncos first down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it. They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
This is a tough spot. Third down and 10. They'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's first and 10. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. On the ground, Williams. With good blocking leading the way. He's got the first down inside the 25. Here's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain. So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt. There's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
Justin Reed that time with the tight coverage and the good hands. Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute, and it may just be enough to get them a victory. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2. So, it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Denver, good night, everybody.
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings on Thursday night primetime.
Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed in his career.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now it's gone. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
2nd down and 6 now.
At the 15-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Goff.
He's got right on the short throw.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Andrew Van Ginkel there on the stop. Now 2nd and 9.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal.
To throw is Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Goff. And he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
David Montgomery getting in from a yard out. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense set to take over. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards that time for number 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Goff. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Goff. This is caught by Williams. And he's got this down to the 35.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, 1st-round pick back in 2012. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now it's Darnold. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And Detroit back in possession of the football. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Goff. He's got right on the short throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now he's loose down the left sideline and down to the 16-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Darnold. That's over the middle. He finds Naylor. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Here's Darnold. Forced out to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. It's Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throw left side complete. That's right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Goff now looking to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 18 more yards there and another first down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Darnold. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In that first half, it was David Montgomery who proved to be tough to stop. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Up the middle, Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Here's Darnold. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Goff now to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
A gain of 14. And the Lions 1st down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Lions.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. And he rifles one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, here in this 3rd quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throw right side, complete to Williams. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Gibbs will try and pick it up. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
He's got right on the short throw. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Handoff comes to Montgomery. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. A give. This is Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Now it's Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. It's complete to Williams. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. On the ground, it's right. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once more Montgomery, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Bates' kick is good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Sam Darnold in the offense. Down by 5. Just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Steps away. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's 2nd down. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Darnold. Pass complete. It's Hawkinson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 3rd down and 5. Now Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here we go. This is 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. He's got his target. That's complete. He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 77 yards. And the Vikings use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now it's the Lions' turn, trailing by a point, 90 seconds remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
West has 1033.
Out there a while.
Yeah, 10-4, please.
97. Reverse copy option.
I think you're 51 to a unit, I'm not sure which one.
97 on the traffic enforcement, we're leaving Hannigan.
26. 322, I'll say 10-8.
I'm out, the AC's off, no one's answering. I can hear pets inside.
10-4, we'll set up to have them make 10-25 with you there.
10-4. 423.
423.
Did you aware of this?
It's been printed.
I apologize, 10-9.
It's been printed and it'll be faxed to EOC.
26.
advise.
The wanted suspect is in this area. Proceed with caution. There's the suspect. Visual contact has been established. Oh, that was a big collision. Let's stop the suspect's vehicle. Stay on the driver. My vehicle just got disabled. Dispatch, I'm gonna need some more backup. Suspect is still running. That looked like a heavy crash. Stand by. Be advised, a roadblock has been set up ahead. Pull over. Let's have a chat. Trap the vehicle. Don't let the suspect move. Block the car! Block the car!
Pursuit stand down. Suspect is in custody. Secure the scene supervisor on route advisor needed for documentation.
Just 3 more nights. I have a bad feeling about this.
Hello? Hello? Hey, you're doing great. Most people don't last as long. I mean, you know, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died, absolutely not. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things start getting real tonight. Hey listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into your Freddy suit, how about trying to play dead? You know, go limp. Then there's a chance that, maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a metal skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind, scratch that. It's, just best not to get caught. Also, while I remember, you know the endoskeleton sitting backstage, right? So, that little bugger tends to be a bit of a pain at times, especially during later shifts. It usually tends to make its way from the backstage towards the generator room to fill with a generator, which in turn drains your power. Your lights will start flickering like crazy too. In case that ever does happen, just flick the switch that's at the back of the office. It'll turn off the power for a bit, but it makes the endo short circuit, causing it to reset. Just make sure to turn the power back on, you know. Don't want to be alone in the dark for too long. Okay, I think that's about it. I'll leave you to it. See you on the flip side.
Just 3 more nights. I have a bad feeling about this.
Hello? Hello? Hey, you're doing great. Most people don't last as long. I mean, they usually move on to other things by now. I'm not implying that they died, absolutely not. That's not what I meant. Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things start getting real tonight. Hey listen, I had an idea. If you happen to get caught and want to avoid getting stuffed into a Freddy suit, how about trying to play dead? Go limp. Then there's a chance that, maybe they'll think that you're an empty costume instead. Then again, if they think you're an empty costume, they might try to stuff a metal skeleton into you. I wonder how that would work. Yeah, never mind, scratch that.
is Freddy's, right? Okay, can I have ooh, the Body's Family Special looks nice. Oh, cheese wings. What about you guys?
Yeah, can I get the Foxy sub with 7 mini pies, 1 birthday cake, and 10 of those, like, sticks with the cinnamon on it?
Dude, are you ordering for us or for yourself?
I want a Foxy sub, a grilled cheese, 2 pieces of candy. I want iced tea, chica wings, basma, and a combo pizza.
Gosh, why did you go to the show last night? Please.
Sure, but can I get the, I'll just get a standard pepperoni.
Wait, did you even get, like, the right number this time, or?
Yeah, I'm sure this is right. Anyway, that'll be all, thanks, man. Is anyone there? Hello?
Bro, we already know you got the wrong number. Just put the phone down.
Oh, for God's sake.
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Christmas Day matchup. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington Commanders on Thursday night.
Well, the sun has gone down, but the excitement level has gone up as kickoff draws near here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at Commanders Field. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gordon on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the turf you're playing on? And how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Here. Bradley Pinion on to get us started. And off we go in our nation's capital. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Commanders for their first drive.